here, the pink highlighter, the orange highlighter over here. We're coming in bright on Monday. All right, guys, it is international break in NWSL. Basically, we've hit the mid-season, so we're going to do some mid-season awards, Cupo.
I'm excited.
Let's do this. Let's do this because the categories are actually like really fun.
Yes,
I like the way that we set it up.
Everybody can read a stat. We need to make sure that you know what really counts mid-season.
Exactly, and we're starting off strong with who's got the best shirt tuck?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me explain just really quickly, okay? The shirt tuckers in NWSL, they are very specific. Yes, they do tuck their shirts. And I'm talking about Sam Coffey and I'm talking about Denise O'Sullivan. Is it the luck of the Irish or the tuck of the Irish? But in here, she gets edged out by the one and only Sam Coffey, our middies here, who she's both enforcer, defender, string puller, and she gets the edge so far at this mid-season point because of her attacking contributions, pulling up super tight with 1 goal and 2 assists this season. So you know what? Like absolutely lethal, but like look at the artfulness of the shirt tuck, okay?
I hated tucking my shirt in, and our coach wouldn't let us go in unless we had our shirt tucked.
Well, yeah, most of the refs also flagged you and said, girl, tuck it, tuck it. But I do respect the shirt tuck, okay?
I love it. I love it. Looks like a true pro.
Absolutely.
True pro. All right, let's move on to the next category. You're a rookie?
You're a rookie? I said this all season so far, and we have to give it up for the one, the only Riley Tiernan. Super composed, notably amazing off ball, but these contributions that she's had in terms of goal scoring, coming in clutch, the shifts that she's put in, she looks like a seasoned veteran, and we are only at the halfway point of her rookie season. What do you mean? She's absolutely electric. Are you rah-rah? I'm not a Rutgers alum, but you got to give it up for her.
Is there anyone that was kind of edging that you thought maybe I could give it to someone else here, or was she your top?
You know, like right now, she's the only one really in that top of that golden boot race for NWSL, and that's not to say that you just have to be a goal scorer to stand out in this league, but right now she's kind of head and shoulders, and we've had some really, really standout rookies this season, okay? And we'll get to that in a little bit because there's some others that we have to mention.
That's right. All right, the next one is the kids are all right. The kids are all right.
The kids are all right. Give it up for the San Diego Wave, who are the first in NWSL history to field not 1, not 2, but 3 17-year-olds simultaneously. And not only have they fielded them, they've shown a youth-forward purpose in this season, specifically under Jonas Idevall. With that, we've had the goal scoring coming from both Armstrong Barcenas, who just graduated from high school, so congrats, Mel. And then also Ascanio, who's been pulling up, and they've been pulling regular shifts, 90 minutes, all in, all out. They're #1 in the league for utilizing their youth, which I think is a great message to send, especially domestically. Everybody else should take notice.
Yeah, it's good to see the young stars being able to continue making their break in NWSL. All right, let's move on. Chaos Agent. Who's our Chaos Agent?
Yes, I got to give it up for the one and only, the vet, Marta, for Orlando Pride. Not only is she a master disruptor, she draws key fouls that really do convert into those wonderful frees. She's got leadership, she's got passion, she is the fire and the engine to this team, and she is the one who can always trip that chaos wire wherever you find her on field.
I knew she had to be somewhere in one of these categories. All right, kind of the opposite of Chaos Agent, Quiet Storm. Who's a Quiet Storm?
Yes, Quiet Storm. You know, when we say Quiet Storm, she is notably a little bit quieter, just as a person. But make no mistake, Sam Meza for this Seattle Reign side have absolutely, like, she is a key figure in this midfield. And the work that she puts out, again, because we like to focus on the flashy goal scorers, those, you know, center backs that are just locking everything down. No. When you take note of her recent performance against the Kansas City Current, her stats, her redirections, her shutting down that midfield, that was all her single-handedly. I think that she is a key to this Seattle midfield, and I think that you really do have to take note because the clouds start rolling in, and then there is Sam Meza.
Love it. All right, next one, my biggest preseason miss.
You know what? I had to call myself out. We had our 2 early season predictions, and here we go, okay? I was really, really keen on Prisca Chilufya coming into this Orlando Pride side, fresh off of her season with Liga MX Femenil, and quite frankly, she has been woefully underwhelming for me. She's produced 1 goal goal. Her chance creation is rather low. Passing, I think we're in the 50th percentile just in like accuracy and completion. She's gotten some minutes. She's gotten 11 starts. She just hasn't stayed on field for long enough to actually exact any real change. And I think that she still has some things to work out. I was really, really hoping to see her ignite, partnering up with Barbara Banda, and we haven't seen it yet.
Is that something that you think that she's able to turn around in the second half of the season? Do you see
I think we've seen it before. I think that people underestimate how challenging it is to come from a different style of play, an exterior league, and come into NWSL, which is highly athletic, very physical. She just hasn't found her tempo yet.
All right, last category, Nightmare Maker.
Who do you hate to see coming? Esther Gonzalez leading the league in goal scoring, but also just in terrorizing defenders. She has this magical ability to do so much with so little. I'm talking 1-2 touch, bang, you're cooked. Okay. She also, there is a picture if you want to go to my IG where I look like I'm 7 feet tall. I'm 5'4" for a point of reference. Esther, I just lean over her like a giant, okay?
Wow.
And she's scoring goals from every which angle, set pieces with her head, running into space. She carves into defenders and leaves absolutely nothing for them to do. She does nothing but ask questions, and nobody has answers.
Wow. How much do you see things changing from the categories that you've picked now to the end of the season? Do you see a lot changing? Do you see any more players that have been a little bit quiet in the first half of the season that we'll start to really see shine in the second half?
Well, you know what? I'd say and I had a few other awards to hand out, but unfortunately, I don't get my own 3-hour segment. I don't know what they're thinking here. I think that redemption arc player has been so far Midge Purse. I think we'll see more of her in the tail part of the season, but there's much more for us to dig into, for sure. Maggie Graham, who's been the super sub of the season so far, if she continues on that pace, she'll definitely break a number of NWSL records.
Well, Cupo will always keep talking about this on the Attacking Third podcast, so you can always catch her, the rest of the crew, talking about that. I'm sure they'll dig into it.